This episode is brought to you by Stouffer's. Here comes 3-time juggling champion Natalia Rogers. She's juggling law school, her TA job. Oh, narrowly catches the laundry. What's that fourth ball? Parents unexpectedly showed up at dinner time? Is that too much for Natalia? Not with Stouffer's Chicken Alfredo and its mouth-watering mix of Asiago, Romano, and Parmesan. When you're juggling 4 things at once and the clock strikes dinner, think Stouffer's.
This is it. The world as you know it is over. Completely done. It's not about to be over. It's over.
Some of the scientists who helped build AI are now sounding the alarm.
I was selling AI as a great thing for decades, and I was wrong.
There's a longer-term existential threat that will arise when we create digital beings that are more intelligent than ourselves. We have no idea whether we can stay in control.
While others say that AI will usher in unfathomable abundance.
I've always believed that it's going to be the most important invention that humanity will ever make.
This really will be a world of abundance.
And among these fears and these fantasies, we seek the story of our future. Listen to The Last Invention on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is the TJ Show, and look at that. It's Thursday, January 29th, 2026. How about we start here with a phone call?
Sounds good.
Hey, Tim in Georgia.
How you doing today, Mr. TJ?
Hey, it's TJ and J-Bo and Kenny and Heather.
What's up, Tim?
I was just calling to give a shout out to you and the crew. I appreciate what y'all doing. I want to give a special shout out to my fiance, Destiny Williams.
Ooh, Destiny.
Okay, Destiny, fiance.
Little shout out. What makes Destiny so dreamy that you're going to get married to her?
She, to be honest with you, it's not dreaming. It's just the things that she's done over the past 2 years we've been talking. So, nothing that I dreamed about, but, all the things that I'm dreaming of now. So, that's pretty much it.
So it went beyond dreams. It was even better than you could imagine.
Yeah, it was something that you wanted to dream about. It's still dream made,
Yeah, that's interesting you say that. I sometimes will share with my wife, Jess, that I couldn't have dreamt you up. Like, I had a certain dream, and it was cool, but this is way cooler.
Yeah, it's way better than what you could dream of, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a different type of feeling.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so happy for you, Tim. That's very exciting. And when are you going to get married?
It's going to be sometime, probably in the summer.
Summer, nice.
Nice summer wedding. Yeah.
Okay, well, other than that, what is the most exciting part of your life, Tim?
Every day, waking up. I mean, it don't get no better than that.
Now,
to me.
That's right.
Why do you say that? Is there something that happened that makes you extra grateful for each day?
I mean, recently my grandmother passed, but before that, I was just, it's great to wake up. A lot of people don't wake up, so I feel thankful for waking up every day. I mean, don't nothing get better than that. I can win $1 million later on in the day, but if I don't wake up, I don't win that million.
Love that.
So, yeah, that's the best part of my day.
I know, it's so beautiful. And you know what? I can tell you're awesome because you immediately went to gratitude. I am thankful for that. And that's at the bare bones, man.
Right.
Isn't it so great to wake up every day? I love that.
Yeah, that's why I listen to this show. I love you guys.
Oh, well, we appreciate you.
I appreciate that, Tim.
Call us anytime, and you're a friend of the show now, okay, Tim?
Okay, I will. I appreciate it.
All right, brother. You take care.
Yep, have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
See y'all later.
See ya.
I'm a fan of this author. I've actually brought him up a couple of times over the years. His name is Jonathan Haidt.
Alrighty.
He's a professor at NYU, and he's written some books that some think are controversial, although I don't, because it's calling out how kids are basically being rewired. And you may recognize him from his book called The Coddling of the American Mind.
You brought it up a couple times.
Yeah, and as a parent, you just want to do a good job with your kids. And I can, unfortunately, get a little concerned about things that maybe my kids should be doing, like climbing a tree.
Mm-hmm.
That's very normal to my wife, Jess. She grew up climbing trees. I think, well, I don't want them to get hurt. And so my wife, Jess, goes, well, do you want them to be kids or not? Do you want them to, be able to do things or not?
Right.
And this book addresses that and a lot of other things. I think the biggest headline for me is, there was a story not too long ago where a woman allowed her young boy, I think, to ride a New York City subway, and he did it all on his own, and he got home, and she was skewered for it. People were like, how could she do that? Or, you let your kid walk to school in this world. How can you do that? And he just points out the stats and the science. He's like, listen, yes, it's terrible. There are horrible stories. Kids have either been abducted at a mall, but look at the stats and how often does that happen? And with all the security footage and everything that's available today versus maybe 20 years ago where these stories captured the headlines, it's actually less likely than anything would happen. So do we destroy all these kids' childhood over this fear? So it's just really interesting points of discussion, and it's really made me rethink how I parent. Now he's got a kid's book that's coming out. It's called The Amazing Generation. I would love to get him on the show. Do you think you can throw a line his way and see if we can get him?
Out.
I know he's on like the biggest shows on the planet, but I think he would do our show. He seems like a cool guy.
We've had William Shatner on the show. So.
Yes. So if we can get William, we can get anyone. But the new book is aimed at children, and it's called The Amazing Generation, and it argues that smartphones and social media have rewired kids' brains, contributing to rising anxiety and mental health issues. The Amazing Generation, it's a hybrid guide and graphic novel designed to help kids think critically about screen use. And it starts with this story about greedy wizards who lure people with magical stones that promise happiness, but ultimately trap them. A metaphor for digital technology. Does it sound familiar?
Yeah.
And by the way, it's happening to adults too. Maybe a couple adults can read this.
Right.
One standout concept is a screen time calculator showing how small daily usage adds up to weeks or months per year of your life. And when you see it broken down like this, 1 hour per day, if you're on your screen for an hour a day, 15 full days per year. Do the math. 2 hours per day, you're giving up 1 full month per year to your screen. And he just goes down the list. 4 hours per day, 2 months per year. So it's interesting. It's called The Amazing Generation. And actually, Kenny hit the streets to interview people about how much screen time they're using.
What's your average daily screen time like?
A lot.
Mine's about maybe like 10 hours.
I would say probably like 10 hours, an embarrassing amount of time, but...
Wow. I forgot about that. 10 hours. And I thought, you say that and you think, okay, well, she's exaggerating or they both said it seriously. And on this screen time calculator, he includes 10 hours per day. So if he's including it here, there are people who are on their phones for 10 hours a day. That's giving up 5 months of your year to staring at your screen.
How much sleep do you get a night?
6 to 8 hours.
Okay, so that's like 16 to 18 hours. I'm thinking we have another 6 to 8 hours left in the day?
Yeah, usually I'm working or like in class, so I'm not really doing anything else, but I'm always on my phone besides that, so.
Do you think that's too much? Are you trying to cut back or anything like that?
I think it's perfect. I love my phone, so I'm always going to be on my phone.
See, now that's pretty alarming because doesn't see it as a bad thing. It's just he wants it.
He loves his phone.
Yeah, he doesn't mind it. But have you guys checked your screen time and how much time you guys have spent? Because I haven't checked mine recently, but in the past, I've been known to spend at least 8 hours a day, and that wasn't even intentional.
Wow.
It's just because you're picking it up to text, or you're picking it up to like watch a video on YouTube or emails. Yeah, so I've been trying to be mindful about how much time I spend on my phone.
One of my very dear friends, Josh, he sometimes just doesn't respond to texts because he refuses to give his time to. If you want to reach him, I know that
friend, and sometimes I don't get a text message back.
Yeah, you got to call him if you really want to talk.
And like for being realistic, like the entire world's online.
Yeah.
Like as much as like people like don't want it to be, it is. So like to stay connected, you kind of have to be online.
Yeah.
Like not saying that's a good thing, but I feel like it's realistic.
Yeah. You got to be real,
Yeah. I don't really think it like matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go.
They don't think it matters.
I think it does matter.
It does.
There's a quote from Christopher Rice. He says, "Every day is a bank account, and time is our currency. No one is rich, no one is poor. We've got 24 hours each." Mm-hmm. And so what are we doing with that time? How are we spending that time? Are we using it to fulfill this purpose that we have deep in our hearts that we really feel like we're made to do? Well, we need time to be able to accomplish that. So these discussions really matter, and I'm happy Jonathan's putting out this book. It's called The Amazing Generation. We are going to try to get him on the show, and I'm ordering it for my kids. We've got Casey in Prattville, Alabama on the phone. Hey, Casey.
Hi.
Hey, I heard that you listened to the show with your kids, Ari and Glenn.
Oh, yeah. They are obsessed with their favorite show on the radio. They listen to it every day.
Man,
that's sweet.
That is so interesting to me. First of all, we're honored by that. Thank you. But how does a kid discover the radio today? Because there's so many people, they're trying to figure that out. They're trying to be like, kids aren't listening to the radio anymore. They get their iPad, their headphones. You go down the list of all the things you could put in your ears. And, it's true. A lot of people, they drive their kids to school or from school, and everyone's kind of tuned into their own thing. And one of my favorite parts of being a kid, when I think about it, was listening to the radio in the car with my parents. How did your kids find the radio?
Well, we definitely listened to it in the car, that's for sure, but they actually got MP3 players from their grandparents, downloaded a few, songs for them, and then it wasn't enough. So they love your show because they get to hear all their favorite songs all day long.
Ah, there you go.
Nice.
So the MP3 player got boring. It was like, all right, how many times are we going to hear Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star?
That's right.
They preload those songs. Oh, those things annoy me. So my parents bought them for my kids, and they're always like, can you put the Hamilton song on here? And then I got to pull out a little hard drive, put it into my computer, and I'm so irritated.
Those things are the things of the past.
Yeah, I know, but they're making
people are
them.
still using them though.
They're making them again, and they charge you like $20, and it gets kids warmed up for the phone. I'm convinced of it. They give you these little kid versions of apps.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, but anyway, glad you found the radio. It's very good news. Now, I heard that Ari wants to say hi. That's fine with me if it's fine with you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Hi.
What's
Hi.
up?
What's up, Ari? How old are you?
11.
Oh, cool. I have an
Nice.
11-year-old at home. My Charlie's 11.
Cool.
Ari, what is the most exciting part about being 11?
I'm so close to being able to be a YouTuber.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man.
No,
All right.
don't do it. Don't step away from the YouTube. What makes you want to be a YouTuber?
I just really like making games, and I also really like playing games.
Yeah.
And I would like to earn money by playing games.
I mean,
Don't we all?
don't we all, right?
See,
Who doesn't want to?
Ari, you know what? Man, I have this conversation, coincidentally enough, with my 11-year-old all the time because she's asked me a million times, I want to do a YouTube channel. I want to do. And the thing is, it looks so easy, but it's a lot of hard work. So if you're not afraid of hard work, you'll do it. And it's great, but it's not this easy thing that it appears to be.
I know.
Thanks for the uplifting conversation, TJ.
Well, no, but I got to be honest with
Way
the
to
kid.
encourage.
This is what I say to my own daughter, Ari, because I don't want her to think that you just snap your fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's just snap your fingers and it works. It's never like that.
Yeah.
Casey, you there?
Still here.
Was it okay that I went into dad mode a few moments ago? Your son, Ari, said that he wants to be a YouTuber, and I couldn't help myself. It's everybody wants to be a YouTuber, but there's a dark side of that whole thing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, I appreciate it.
Does that make you concerned at all?
Yeah, of course. That's why there's age restrictions in our family for when they're allowed to even try to start doing that. But he has some rules in place for himself where he should be able to keep himself pretty protected. So fingers crossed.
Yeah, we're still trying to navigate those waters because my kids, of course, are obsessed with screens.
Right.
My daughter, Charlie, loves performance. But I said, listen, if you want to get good at YouTube, because all she wants to do, I want to be YouTube, I want to do podcasts, this and that. I said, get great at the craft of editing. Start with iMovie. And now, I will tell you, she's obsessed. She's making little movies with her sisters and with the dogs.
That's fun.
She edits them up in iMovie, and it's getting progressively better. And my thought is, well, if she likes this, she'll keep going in that direction, and she can make that decision when she's an adult.
Yeah, because when she shoots those videos, she has to edit those herself.
Yes, exactly. But she's learning how to edit, and I'm able to tell her what to do if she needs help. But it's mostly hands-off for me. She's just experimenting. So I don't know if that's helpful or not. A kid who's not really interested in it will get bored and move on to something else, which is a win in my book too.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. His whole interest is in animation. And so he's been doing a lot of the code programs online and learning how to animate. And it's been really cool to see his progress with his art skills and his drawing skills. And we're blown away by some of the things he can do that we're like, how did you even learn how to do that? But they're just sponges. They'll just absorb everything, you know.
That is so good to hear, and it sounds like you are a great captain of that ship.
And if he's going to make animated films for YouTube, then it won't be his face on there. So I feel a little bit more like okay with that if my child wanted to do that.
Yeah, we're pretty excited to see where he takes it.
Steve Martin has a masterclass, and he mentions the line. It's actually in the trailer. He was like, are you good? And if you're good, there will be space for you. It's very cool. So Glenn is 9 years old, and he wants to say hi too?
Yeah, Gwen. Say hi.
Hi.
What up, Glenn?
Yo, Glenn.
Hey, tell me, what is the most exciting part about being 9?
I got baptized last year.
Baptized.
that's cool.
Hey,
That's
good
awesome.
for you. That's awesome. I'm happy for you, bro.
Thank you.
That changed my life big time.
I just want to give them a hug. They're
Yes.
so cute.
What a bunch of sweet people. I love this. Well, Glenn, thank you guys for listening to our show. Can you put your mama back on the phone?
Yep, I'm here.
Casey, we appreciate you guys listening. Thank you for checking in. And look, we got both the kids on the radio. How about that?
That's so awesome. They're so excited.
Look at that. Casey,
That's good.
Ari, Glenn, thank you for listening to the TJ Show.
It's our pleasure. We love you guys.
There it is.
No, thank you. We love you guys too. Bye.
Thank you so much for doing that for them.
Yeah, of course.
sure.
We're so excited.
Yep, you guys you call us anytime. Have a
You're
great day.
welcome.
It's such a weird, confusing study, but it caught my attention. You know Babbel, the language learning platform?
Yep.
There's a recent survey that they were a part of. 2,000 millennials and Gen Z found almost 20% of them have picked up what they're calling attraction hobbies. But what's weird about this is that these attraction hobbies are chosen not out of genuine interest, but to signal attractiveness. So it's fake.
Yeah.
They're not even really interested in this stuff. Things like tennis, pottery, creative writing. The goal is to seem more sensitive as a guy. But I don't understand why you'd want to fake all that just to get a girl.
Ladies.
Yeah, but okay, so you
that's
get
a trick.
Yeah,
You're
but
tricking them.
No, for sure you're tricking them.
Yeah.
But that's been, people have been doing that since the beginning of time.
But here's the problem with that. First of all, they're reporting in the study that this strategy often backfires.
For sure.
And then if you're a girl who likes a sensitive guy, which you are, if you find out that they're not sensitive, are you still going to want to be with them?
No.
No.
I mean, if it's
most
not
likely
genuine,
not. It's
how
not
does
genuine.
You
how
gotta
does
get
that
your
not,
foot in the door, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but how does that?
But maybe the guy is hoping that there's other things about him that she will like, and she'll overlook the fact that like he doesn't like pottery for real, for real.
Okay, but I would make the argument, why not follow your genuine curiosities? And you will meet someone who's genuinely curious in those
sure.
same things. Wouldn't that be a better plan?
Of course, it would be a better plan, but you are speaking as a matured married man. You're not speaking as someone who is looking to mingle because they're single like you were before.
Yeah, and it seems like there's this shift that's happening away from alpha bro, which I think is probably a good thing. But I don't think the solution is to lie and fake it.
No, absolutely not.
Genuine, everyone's curious about something. You follow that, and then, oh, gee, what a surprise. The people that you'd actually like to hang out with are going to be there too.
Now, is this study only highlighting that guys do this, or do women do this too?
So women do it too, but it's about half as many.
Okay.
So it's a much more male-driven thing.
What kind of things are women doing? Like, are they like bodybuilding, or are they hanging out at the gym? They're playing baseball? Like, what is it?
Yeah,
women are maybe getting into football and stuff like that. Like, I've
Okay,
seen that.
well, yeah, I guess that's an example. But I would still argue, like, who needs to fake that too?
This is proof right here that faking it does not work. Remember when Kenny told that woman at the bar that he used to be an engineer, or he was an engineer?
Right. He's embarrassed that he worked in radio.
Yeah.
And he said that you were a...
was a mechanical engineer.
Right.
And I worked for my dad's HVAC business.
Right.
I did go to engineering school for a year, but I
But you failed out.
And you did work for your dad's HVAC business.
Yeah,
You
it was
told me-
true.
Man, he was still lying.
Yeah,
and that didn't work.
This was at my brother's bachelor party. Like, this was not going to be a thing. But
Just for,
You
it
were
was gonna be a
hoping
thing
it
for that
was, though.
night.
it was going to be a thing, yeah, a short-term thing.
Okay, well, so
Well, it
there you
didn't
go.
work. So there's an example that doesn't work.
And I will say, I tried to fake different things for a lot of years. None of it ever worked. Like 100% loss on that. It wasn't until I met my wife, Jess, in the radio studio where I was most comfortable and felt confident because I felt like I knew what I was doing in that space, that she was attracted to me and then followed up and asked to hang out. And so no matter what it is, I think if it's genuine, you have a way better shot of this actually working.
Yeah.
This is the TJ Show.
Don't chew on that, Max.
Cooper loves that chew too.
Oh, now he's into Cooper's food. Wow, he is loving it. What do you feed Cooper?
Blue Buffalo Life Protection Formula. He never leaves a crumb. I love it because it's made with high-quality protein, nutrient-rich fruits and veggies, and wholesome whole grains.
Looks like we're switching to Blue.
Blue Buffalo foods are made with the superior ingredients your dog needs to thrive. Can your dog food say that? Visit feedbluefood.com to learn more.
All right, listen up, nacho chips. Quiet down, crispy potatoes. This is the moment Velveeta's been preparing you for, and you're not about to crack under pressure. Today's the day to go all in on the drip. Velveeta's Heat and Eat Queso is the MVP of any game day spread, so stick by them, and you'll be golden. Now get out there and make delicious history. No tailgate party is complete without Velveeta.
This is the TJ Show. You know, it was just my Mimi's 94th birthday. Mimi, are you there?
I'm still here.
Yeah,
94.
That's awesome.
No, I wasn't making that joke. I was just literally asking, are you on the phone? I was trying to catch up with Mimi, and I was trying to tell her about these pictures that I took of the kids, and I was trying to get you photos. And I asked her if she has an Aura frame.
No, I had one, and I gave it away to my other daughter, Carol.
So there's that. Then I said, well, can I text you on your cell phone number? And you wouldn't give me your cell phone number.
Well, no, my cell phone, I don't give it out to anybody because I don't use it. I only have it in my purse when I'm out in my car. If I have an emergency, I can use it.
Right.
So I don't even give it to anybody because I don't want anybody calling me on it. I have a land phone.
So I have no physical way to send my Mimi pictures. And you know, every grandma likes photos, right?
Of course, I'm still waiting.
So
Get on
here's
it, TJ.
Well, the reason why I'm calling you, and this was going to be a surprise, I ordered prints. I ordered over 100 photos to your house.
Oh my goodness.
But it put the wrong name on the package, which I specifically said to put your name on it. So I just wanted to make sure when you get it that you don't return it to sender. Keep your eye open. We got tons of pictures in there.
Oh, how nice. I'm looking forward to it.
Have you been driving in the car? Because I know you still drive.
I haven't been out. Well, couldn't go out because of the snow, but I'm going to go out today with my car.
Great. Hey, question for you. Would you be willing to go to one of the local parking lots and try out some donuts?
No, Mimi, don't do that. It's not safe. You want her to be safe, TJ.
No, but she would be able to handle
No,
it.
I'm only going to my shop, right, because there's a few things I need for my refrigerator, so I'm only going to the shop, right? No donut shop.
No, I mean donuts in the parking lot. You know when you take your car and you spin it around?
Oh, no, I'm not going to do that.
Now that he's explained it, a donut shop doesn't sound like a bad idea, huh?
I thought you meant you wanted me to go to Dunkin' Donuts.
No.
You should treat yourself.
If Mimi wanted to start a YouTube career right now, if she filmed herself doing donuts in the local unplowed parking lot, you would be a huge viral sensation if you want to be famous.
Well, I don't want to be famous. I'm happy the way I am.
Same.
It's there for you if you want it.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. And
think about it.
What's the fastest that you've driven in the last 10 years?
Come on, TJ. You know me better than that. The fastest?
Yeah.
Maybe if I was on the highway, 50 miles.
50 miles, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, you broke the 5-0. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, Mimi, keep an eye out for those photos, okay?
Oh, I will. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
We'll be in touch. Let me know when they show up.
Okay, thank you so much. Nice meeting you, everybody here.
Likewise, Mimi. Take care of yourself.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Love you, Mimi.
Love you back. Thank you.
This is the TJ Show, our news. It sounds different around here. Kenny reads through every story he can find, and then he brings us the most interesting ones. Kenny, what's happening on the planet today?
TJ, your beloved Costco Roddy, your rotisserie chicken that you love so much, is under fire. It appears a class action lawsuit has been filed against Costco because of the Roddy.
What could possibly be wrong with a $5 chicken that feeds your family for multiple days?
People love a Dizzy chicken.
Yeah. That's right. It's another name for it that
Yeah.
we found out from one of our listeners, which I didn't understand at first. But you know the Roddies, they spin on the little thing.
Little
Yeah,
dizzy
it's
chicken.
dizzy.
According to the class action lawsuit, the in-store signage and website falsely create, quote, an overall impression that the rotisserie chicken does not contain added preservatives. Indeed, it does have 2 added preservatives.
Yeah, but isn't that disclosed on the ingredients?
It's very clearly on the ingredients when you purchase one in the box, but they're implying that the signage, there's some no preservative stuff that's around and online, and at least according to the lawsuit, they're claiming that this creates a false pretense that everything has no preservatives, including the Roddy.
Whoa, that's a weird one. What? Do people realize that like most food is messed up?
Right.
Have they not
It's
gotten the
been messed
memo?
with.
Yeah, like it's actually they should be labeling the food that's just totally fine, and that should be a surprise to everyone. Like, oh, that's a piece of bread that's not terrible for me,
And it's just bread.
right? And
Yeah.
that I think I'm convinced people like just spin the wheel of what they can try to win in court, and it's like you know what it is. How long have you been alive? You don't know that some Roddies, rotisserie chickens, have a little bit of something to preserve it or keep it more moist.
Yeah, that's what Costco claims, that the preservatives are used to maintain moisture throughout the cooking process.
Yeah. So, what? I need a little chemical to make sure my chicken is juicy. Oh, wow.
And they also mention that the preservatives are fully approved by the FDA and they're allowed to use them.
Right. You know, get on a treadmill. It'll offset it. I mean, come on.
Or you can just go for a walk.
Yeah, or don't eat it. You know, I want to eat it. Don't mess up my Roddy for $5. So
More
what?
for you.
Are they going to increase the price now because of this?
I don't know, but I do
Not
think
my Costco.
the impression I'm getting is this is one of these frivolous class action lawsuits, like the people who sued Burger King because the Whopper didn't look exactly like the Whopper on the menu board, or the person who sued Reese's because the Christmas tree peanut butter cups didn't look like a Christmas tree. I don't know.
Close your eyes and it makes no difference.
Just put it in your mouth, you're fine.
We'll keep an eye on
Tastes the
this,
same.
but I have a feeling it's going to end the same way.
Here's my Reese's advice. Swallow it and enjoy that minute or two where it feels good. And then, deal with the rest of the day.
That's right.
All right? There you go.
Yeah, Reese's had the jack-o'-lanterns, and on the package it had a face on it, but there wasn't a face on the
that's
actual
right.
piece of candy.
You know your life got to be so good if you're worried about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. People are wondering if their lights are going to stay on.
Yeah, seriously.
If they're going to find food.
They can feed their kids.
Yep.
Yep.
Kenny,
They'd
thanks-
love to feed them a jack-o'-lantern with no face on
Yes,
it.
exactly. Kenny, what else do you have?
It's been a few days since that wicked winter storm from last weekend, but it's still capturing a lot of the attention in the news. I wanted to bring up this resident of Chester, New Jersey, who has gone viral. He has an autonomous snowblower.
Yes, I saw this video. It is the coolest thing. It looks like almost a Roomba, like a vacuum that would scope out your living room and then go around and vacuum everything so it's all clean when you wake up. Imagine that with snow. And it just goes over your whole driveway, remembers it seemingly just like the Roomba would, and you have a clear driveway when you wake up. I mean, how do you not get one of those things?
Well, let me explain, because
I'm wrong?
you might not want one after you hear what actually goes into getting this to work. So this guy has a big driveway, 6,000 square feet, over 300 feet long, and it's on an incline. He said when he bought this, if this thing can handle my driveway, it could probably handle anybody's driveway. And the video is for sure impressive. It's racked up millions of views. He said that he spent at least 30 hours assembling and programming this thing to get it to work.
Oh, well, that's a problem.
Did he build it from the ground up?
No, I think you have to assemble it. And like the Roomba, you have to teach it the layout of your house. So he had to teach it the layout, program it the layout of the driveway. So it's not open the box and set it and forget
Sure.
it. There is a lot of legwork that goes into it, 30 hours for him.
Okay, so there's a couple issues here. I have a problem. I don't even want to put together the Barbie dream house.
That's
Remember
what I
how
was
tough
thinking.
that was
Real,
for
those
me?
things are hard.
It was ridiculous. But this is the first generation. So think about the first iPhone and the problems that it had. Remember it couldn't make phone calls? That was a problem for a phone.
Yeah,
But now
I'd say.
it works pretty smoothly. So what does this look like in 5 or 10 years from now? And it's sort of that first step in robots assisting us with our living. And then how deep does that go? Do we get the one that orders the plants? Do we get the ones that make our coffee? The ones that cook us dinner? It's coming.
I think you should get the ones that eliminate manual labor in your household. Like this robot one that takes care of the snow, that works. You making your own coffee, you can afford to burn the calories, TJ.
Right. Do you marry a robot?
Nope.
Or do you hang out with one in a relationship? Because I think it's going there too.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that you have to think about because with a snowblower, it shoots the snow out. You have to program this device to direct the snow so it's not just putting it back where it already plowed. So it is some effort, at least for now, but I agree with you, TJ. In a few years, it'll probably be really easy.
Kenny, what else do you have?
Well, speaking of snow cream is back in the headlines. This is a southern delicacy. It's pretty much making ice cream with freshly fallen snow. Reese Witherspoon, Dolly Parton have shared how much they love snow cream, but of course, food safety experts urge caution when eating snow off the ground. There could be a lot of bacteria.
Not the yellow stuff.
That too.
Yeah, it's not lemon ice cream.
Dirt and other things. So think about it.
Kenny, thanks for keeping us somewhat informed.
That's what's happening.
Now, I'm bringing up this story not to complain, but because I'm recognizing there seems to be a trend. It's not all college students, but it seems like this kind of a thing happens more often than I would expect. So I was telling you guys, I was leaving the building yesterday. There's a restaurant in our area that I've been waiting to try. It just looks cute. Seems like my speed. It's cute. And it's got coffee, the right kind of coffee and everything, and really interesting dishes. And so I finally go there yesterday on the way home. And I walk in, and I've been anticipating this. Like, oh, I'm finally here. It's going to be fun. And I get to the girl at the front counter, seemingly in college. It's a college area. And I order my food. And I guess there was some sort of a miscommunication. She thought that I wanted to take it out because I was in a rush. And I actually just wanted to stay there because I only had a little bit of time.
Right.
And so I start making myself comfortable at one of the tables. And she goes, oh, wait, I thought you wanted to take out. I said, yeah, I want to order quickly and I'm just going to eat it here real fast. And she's like, well, that's a whole separate section for tips. I said, oh, no, don't worry about it. I tipped on the takeout order. I tipped 20%.
Which is really kind.
And she goes, that goes somewhere else. And she's got such a terrible attitude. And I thought, okay, well, take that tip.
Like, and move it to where it needs to go.
Move it to where. And so she takes me, rather than letting me sit at the table, she goes and walks me to the back where the bar is, and she tells the bartender, she goes, he wants to eat here, so he can eat back here. So now, like, the whole vibe has a slime on it. And I'm sitting there, and I'm getting a little bit annoyed, because I'm like, man, if I was this restaurant owner, I would be so embarrassed by her terrible attitude and this bad vibe. And I'm sure she's just trying to get by. But it seems like a very simple problem to solve. Like, I don't care what the backstory is. At least act like you're, okay, and work it out with your boss, mention the story. Like, just keep it comfortable for the customer. Not just because it's me, but for anyone that comes in.
You know what would irritate me? Whenever I would see the media reporting about millennials. I'm a millennial. You're a millennial.
We all are.
And I would get so annoyed, growing up and seeing the reports about us, like we were lazy, we were this, we were that. And I was like, no, we just had certain standards and we operated a certain kind of way. And half of us are working 2 or 3 jobs, so we weren't lazy. And it would irritate me. And now I don't want to be the person who's like coming down on Gen Z.
Because it's not all of Gen Z.
It's not all. Just like it wasn't all millennials. Some millennials I don't want to associate with because I'm like, no, you is lazy. The media is right. But if I can tell you this, as your millennial cousin, and if you are Gen Z, if you can figure out how to problem solve and critical thinking, like this young lady could have did, she could have problem solved and figured it out. The whole tip thing was a restaurant's business. Behind closed doors, things you didn't need to know about as a customer. If you can figure out how to problem solve Gen Z, you will stand out amongst your peers. You will stand out. People will see that. People will hire you. People will want to work with you because you're figuring it out. And that's what it comes down to. That's what life is about, is figuring it out. You can't just get upset because somebody tipped at the takeout and wants to sit at the table and now it's ruining the whole tipping system. Who cares? Figure it out.
It's exactly why I brought it up.
And manners, like, that goes a long way. It actually stands out now because people don't have manners anymore.
Yeah, so it's waiting there right on the table. And I guess this goes for anyone, but I just keep seeing a pattern with that age group.
Right.
There's a story here out of Ohio. There's a woman named Wendy. She was given a birthday gift from her best friend. It was a scratch-off lottery ticket bouquet. And she's making headlines because she won a $20,000 prize. It was the last one she scratched off. 60 lottery tickets. Wendy said that it was already the best birthday party, but the dramatic last scratch-off made it even better. I almost wouldn't believe it if I scratched it off and it won that kind of money.
You know, it's so awesome is that $20,000 that she won, I think was on a $2 ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, you don't find big wins on $2 tickets. You find those on like a $10 ticket.
Yeah. She said she's planning to take her prize money to pay off her credit cards and take her best friend on a girls' trip.
Nice.
Yeah, paying off those credit cards must feel great.
Well, yeah, and you got to reward the person who bought you the gift.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's why I buy people. No, I don't buy people lottery tickets. You know, I usually actually don't buy lottery tickets. Something weird happened just the other day, earlier in the week. I was driving home and I went into this gas station and I saw that they had this Jurassic Park lottery ticket and it caught my eye because I just watched Jurassic Park with my family. And I thought, oh, this will be really fun. I'll get this and we'll scratch it off. The kids will love it. And when I get in my car, it was a $10 ticket. I realized, do I really want to get my kids like into lottery tickets? Because I loved that when I was a kid. I remember my Aunt Dot sent me $1 scratch-offs when I was a kid. And my dad was like, you're not doing that. It was a big thing.
Right.
And then he scratched them off. I was like, whoa, that's amazing. You get free money if you win. And then I became obsessed with it. And I kept trying to get my hands on them. I was like, I don't know if I want to start that. So now I'm in my car all alone, and I'm pathetically scratching off
$10 ticket.
the Jurassic Park ticket. And the first little box is if you get a raptor, you win $25. Like, oh, I hope I'll win that.
Okay.
So I scratch it off, I lose. I go, okay. So then I got like 15 numbers to scratch off. And I actually, you know, and I remembered back when I was a kid, I matched one of the numbers. I'm like, oh my goodness, what's the prize going to be? And so I'm like holding my breath and I go on the bottom and it's $10.
Okay.
So I win back the price of the ticket,
Nice.
which kind of annoys me. I keep scratching and that's it. So then I'm like, well, all right, I gotta let it ride.
Let it ride.
Really? Because usually
Yes.
when that happens to me, I take that ticket back and I get my money.
Yeah, but
I don't play again.
That's not fun. And my dad
It
was
is to me.
My
It's the house's money, baby. Let's go.
Well, my dad, you know, he's talked about it very openly for a lot of years. Compulsive gambler. So that little gene, whoop. Nope,
Yep.
gotta let it ride. So I go in, and this is why I stay away from this stuff. I go in, I buy another ticket, Jurassic Park. Now I'm back in my car. I'm stuck in Jurassic Park, like the people in the movie, right?
Yeah.
I can't get out of it.
Can't get out.
So I start scratching it off. I go all the way down, and I lose. So now I'm upset that I'm down $10.
You should have went out. I told you.
And then I
You're
thought,
taking your $10 and ran.
Well, I was like, but is there a deeper meaning here? Because in Jurassic Park, it was this very exciting experience. They got to see the dinosaurs. Then they left in the plane. And if you saw the movie, big loss.
Yeah.
It was a big loss.
Huge.
And I thought, well, maybe the ticket was worth it. It taught me a lesson. Don't get my hopes up too high when it seems too good to be true. I was humming that on the way in when I got the first one.
Next time you take your $10 and you leave.
Yeah, no, but I wanted to make my dad proud. Yeah, J-Bo just left the room for a second. You came back, and what do you got there in your hand?
A bag of peanut M&Ms.
Oh, yeah, well, you know, the other day.
Are they for me?
Well, they're right in front of your seat. I don't know if you remember the
Why
other
did you
day.
circle the part where it says share size?
Yeah, I did circle the share size
I'm not sharing.
on the package with a Sharpie.
Yeah, I don't read instructions.
Well, you know, the other day, because I like to bring snacks to the office. It's always nice to have a snack bar here and there.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I'm a very big fan of snack bars because they're
Right.
convenient. You just open them up and you eat them whenever you're hungry. And you insulted the most recent snack bar that I brought in. You called it Birdseed.
Pretty much, because it's labeled trail mix. It's a cashew bar. And I opened it, and I had some hope for it, and I bit into it. And there are no M&Ms in that trail mix.
But don't the cranberries make up for the M&Ms?
Absolutely not. They need to go hand in hand.
Okay, well, I heard it, and I was at the gas station this morning, and I actually walked out the door in a big share size bag of peanut M&Ms.
That's not
they were
really
calling-
like a big old share size. That's for one person.
Well, they were calling my name, and I thought, oh, let me think of J-Bo. And so then I went back to the auto checkout, and I'd already purchased a water. And I had to explain to the lady that I wasn't stealing the water when I was leaving. She thought I didn't ring up the water, but I had done it when she wasn't there. It was very complicated. Anyway, enjoy your peanut M&Ms.
Thank you for my king size bag.
Yeah.
When it says share, it means like have some now and then share with yourself later.
Oh, is that
Like,
what that means?
Yeah, like share some like for yourself, like save
Okay.
some for later.
Well, listen, however you interpret it, it's fine.
Thank you.
You know, yesterday,
Appreciate it.
we played back some voicemails from Jokey Gina, who we now have come to love. And she's become infamous for leaving us a message. She says, oh, I have a joke for you, but you got to call me back to hear it.
Yeah.
Or she'll give us the beginning of the joke and then she'll make us call her back for the punchline.
Mm-hmm.
And so we came in today and we had a message waiting for us today. Look at this.
Jokey Gina's here, okay?
She's really embracing the name.
I just heard my little conversation on the radio. You guys are funny too, okay? My joke is, let me think of one. I can't think of one right now. Let's call you back. Bye-bye.
Yeah, and then she actually did call us back.
That's
and look,
funny.
quite a surprise here.
Hey, it's Jokey Gina. I got a joke for you now, okay? Two guys walk into the bar. Which one's the mortician?
Two guys walk into a bar. Which one's the mortician? Any guesses?
No.
All right, Kenny?
You gotta call me back.
No, she gives the punchline.
It's the guy that asked for a cold one. Yay.
I get it.
It's the guy that asked for a cold one.
Maybe she'll leave another joke.
Like a cold dead body.
Like a cold
Oh,
one. Sometimes you ask for a cold one you want to drink, but a cold
Gotcha.
one like a cold body, yeah, like Kenny said.
Boom, chocolate. There's a punchline, too. Love you guys, J-Bo and TJ.
Hey.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
thank you.
I love you, Gina.
And Kenny, I'm sure. And
Thank
Heather,
you
I'm
so
sure.
much. Yeah, we appreciate you listening. Jokey Gina. Look at that. A star is born on the TJ show.
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah, I think she should get up on a stand-up stage and tell a couple jokes, right?
Hey, I'm Gina. I'll tell you some jokes, but you gotta come back next week.
Exactly. This is the TJ show.